everyone. Welcome along into the Sporty Show. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for all joining us. As always, I am Sara Poraria, and Ademola Lookman is the African Player of the Year. And who is more happy about that than Mr. the one and only KlintonCod?
No, this is not the end of the show. This is the start of it. And I'm saying, oh, yes. Man's happy as hell, man. Happy to see my Nigerian brother making it in life. Happy to see him shining. Happy to see him being the man of the moment. The Ademola Lookman. Come on, man. Look at what Lookman is. Oh, man, I'm very excited about that young man, you know. Just looking at, wait, are we going into the show? Ladies and gentlemen, who other can join us on this one to speak about how great this Nigerian is? It's the one and only Alex Ashmore. Alex, are you as excited as me?
I am very excited. No, fully deserved. And, well, it's 2 years in a row that a Nigerian's won the award. Hopefully,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
3 next year, Victor Boniface.
I mean, it's not hopefully. Next year is Victor Boniface. He is raising, he's lifting
or even
that
Osimhen.
award. Nah, let's Osimhen chill for now, okay? Let's give it to the one that don't have it just yet. Come on, if you are eating and your stomach is full and you see new food, are you still going to try to eat, or you give it to your brother who's not eating at all? Come on, man, you need to pass that love. Alex, I've always suspected you, man. You are an antichrist. Like, I just feel like this. you are greedy, man. Jesus Christ. Osimhen just had one last year. You want him to get another one?
I mean, I wouldn't complain if he got another one.
I mean, I wouldn't
I don't
complain.
think you would either.
No, I mean, to be honest, I would rather he gets another one than for maybe somebody like Onana or, you know, anybody else to get it. I'd rather my Nigerian brothers chop big, eat big, you know what I'm saying?
All right, well, really quickly, here's what we have coming up on Sporty TV this week. Today, right after the show, we have Zaragoza taking on Oviedo in the Liga Hypermotion. Then in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday, it's Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Thursday, we have Tottenham versus Manchester United. Friday, we have Adelaide versus Sydney and Zalgiris versus Asvel. We also have KlintonCod's Luton Town taking on Derby County. On Saturday, it's Melbourne Victory versus Melbourne City. Plymouth versus Coventry. West Ham versus Brighton is our Premier League match of the weekend, and Bayer Leverkusen taking on Freiburg in the Bundesliga. And Sunday, we have Roma taking on Parma, Leganes taking on Villarreal, and of course, AEK versus Levadiakos in the Greek Super League. Lots and lots of football ahead, as per usual. But let me welcome somebody that we missed a little bit yesterday, another favorite African.
He decided to disappear.
Interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Gary Smith.
Gary, when we needed you the most. Yeah, I mean, you were. It's not like we saw you at the ceremony. Gary, what was the name of the hotel you were in with that? Okay, no, I think I will send you a WhatsApp message, man.
Gary, how are we doing?
Doing well, thank you. How are you guys, Clinton?
Yeah, Alex? man, we're good, Gary, we're good. Gary, I mean, how do you feel though? How do you feel like that Nigerian? Or let me know, it's not your Nigerian brother, your African brother, because this is the one time I believe you wish it was your Ghanaian brother, but nah, it's not happening, I'm afraid.
Well, I mean, I think for all of us, it was very well deserved, and that was the most important thing. We want an awards that, you know, is credible. We don't want any, you know, some of the things that happen with Ballon d'Or and the best and so controversial. I mean, if it's straight up. But yesterday morning, it was pretty interesting. There were reports coming in yesterday morning, and the evening before, suddenly there were interviews all over the place about Achraf Hakimi, you know, possibly going to win the award. And we're like, you know.
By the way, if that had happened, though, what do you think would have been the mood right now, though, Gary? What would you think would have been happening?
Scandalous. The English says scandalous. It would have been scandalous.
Oh man, I could imagine Nigerians on social media, though.
I think though everyone, not just Nigerians.
Everyone.
Why would Achraf Hakimi have won it last year for the 23-24 season? If anything, you could make an argument that the year before, when he performed for Morocco, they made that incredible run, okay, we're something to talk about. But last year, no, of course not. But I think maybe sometimes they also leak these little, you know, rumors just to amp up the hype, right? All of a sudden, it's going to be Hakimi. Now you have more eyes paying attention, you know, the usual. Let's take a look at...
Especially with FIFA. FIFA announcing Morocco as the new, you know, the place where they will build a new hub. And then they want the 2030. So, you know, felt like, yeah, they're going to cook
It's
it from
all
Morocco,
making
man.
sense, isn't it, Gary? And let's take a little look, though, at what Ademola Lookman had to say as he accepted the award for the Best African Player of the Year.
I want to say a few words in my language. Ekale, Nigeria, Monkey Boboyi, Eshe, Modukwe. Firstly, I want to thank Almighty God for everything that He's been doing in my life and everything He's been blessing me with. I want to thank the presidents. I want to thank all my teammates, club and country. I want to thank them for their support and the love that they give me. This award today is a blessing to me, to my family, to my nation, and to be recognized as the best player in Africa. It's something incredible, and I'm extremely proud of. Just over 4 years ago, I failed in front of the world, and fast forward 4 years, I'm the best player in Africa. I want to say to all the young children and people watching this, don't let your failures weigh you down, that they break your wings. But in fact, turn your pain into your power and continue to fly. God bless.
And continue to fly. Clinton, we have a South London boy speaking Yoruba.
Yeah. I mean, there was a particular Yoruba there that I've been trying to think about what that meant. Because, well, firstly, I don't understand Yoruba. And I'm one of those who believe that Yoruba is very aggressive. It's like the Russia of, you know, how would I say? Is it the Russia of Nigeria?
The Russian equivalent of African languages.
Yeah, you know, like when you say monkey, you know, I'm like, wait, where did monkey come from, man? I've never heard monkey. I mean, yeah, monkey is an animal, but when I heard monkey, I'm like, wait, I've never heard that in Yoruba before, man. You know, we have Igbo, we have Hausa. Like, these are the lighter languages. You know, with Yoruba, it's like, you know, there's this whole really strong. And when you hear, I've been one of those ones who always wanted to learn Yoruba. Now, him coming on that really big stage to use that language is something I was really proud of, irrespective of he didn't. And you see, when you hear him speak, you know he's not really lived in Nigeria at all. He spent all his life in England. And I always love it when I see people who have spent their life in England, they've come back home and they still want to associate themselves with where they come from, the roots. You know, and yeah, like I said, I don't know what he said there, but I was just happy that he still came back home at least. And see, it's the dressing again. You know, that drip. I felt like he was the number. He knew that, first of all, he was going to be the man of the moment. And he had to dress. He had to come with that. He had to let you know that, yo, I'm a proper Yoruba demon. Like, that. Listen, that's, when you hear about Yoruba demons, do you know who Yoruba demons are?
No.
You don't know who a Yoruba demon is? I don't know if I should tell you. Okay, I'll tell you just for the benefits of everyone who's watching, including Gary. Do you know who the Yoruba? Gary, you should know Yoruba demons, right? When you see them coming like
Unfortunately,
unfortunately, you know.
I don't know.
Okay. You see the way he's walking there right now, yeah? Yoruba demons, when they want to break the heart of 10 women at the same time, that's how they come. Like, just know that 10 women will cry before the end of that meeting. But I'm sure Ademola Lookman knew that he was coming for an award and he needed to comport himself. He said, no, let me just dress and not do the job of why I dress like that. But Yoruba boys, when they dress like that, just know that there is a lady that's gotten pregnant that they've abandoned somewhere. That's one. Well, okay, maybe that was too harsh.
Clinton.
No.
God, Clinton.
No, but listen. God knows that they will bear me witness. Go and ask every Nigerian, even the Yoruba people, they know. Wait, what do you think? Where do you think Yoruba demon, the word came from? Yoruba demons, oh my God. Think, Nigerian women are scared of Yoruba demons. The sweetest people from Nigeria, the sweetest men from Nigeria, they are the Igbos, okay? They are the people who will look after you. They are the ones that will pamper you. They are the ones that will massage you. They are the ones that they will give you.
But how did we get... How did we get here on this topic, my brother?
Thank you so much.
Like,
Gary, what did you think about the drip Ademola Lookman was wearing yesterday, though?
I mean, he represented. It's like I think
Got the
Sadio Mane
swagger.
as well. Yeah, Sadio also represented the year he won like that. Osimhen came in a suit. Woo! Look at that.
King Jaffe, the king of Zamuda, they are looking for the sun. Akim, no, bro. Look at that.
True. He has that vibes.
Do you know the funny thing? I would have thought that somebody like Ademola, would be like, no, daddy, mommy, because let me tell you one thing for sure is they would have told him, the parents, knowing that they are proper rooted Yorubas, they would have said to him that, yo, listen, you're not going to door. We are going to kit you up. The tailor that's going to sew, you are going to represent. Now, this thing, they would have planned it like 6 months. They say, guy, just work hard. Make sure you maintain this your run of football because they've started sewing your clothes. If you go and start missing chances and we finish sewing this thing, you don't win this thing, we will kill you.
How much should we bet that this drip was sewn 3 months, has been hanging in the wardrobe for 3 months?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Has he got a better drip than you?
I mean, I'm looking at this drip. I can't even deny it. I've never dripped like that in my life since I was born.
Okay, so this drip versus the one you want a similar one for the Sporty Bet ad.
But the you would not. This one does not. The one for Sporty Bet ad does not come close. I'm telling you. Listen, do you know what the funny thing is? Before we did the Sporty Bet ad, right? This was the drip I sent. But then again, I mean, unfortunately, I know I shouldn't be saying this on the camera, but to tell you guys how transparent.
Well, don't.
No. Well,
if the phrase "I shouldn't be saying this on camera" follows the phrase what you're going to not say on camera.
But for real though, when I sent a few what's it called? A few pictures to say, yo, listen, you see this drip?
Inspiration.
This is inspiration. This is the drip. But it wasn't a Yoruba man. It wasn't a Yoruba man that did the drip for me.
Wait. Was it a case of what I sent versus what I got?
Instagram versus reality?
What I sent to the tailor versus what I got.
Oh.
Sarah, and Sarah, because you are a lady, like you can relate better. Like you see this fire drip on the internet, and she's slaying, and you send it to your person who does it.
Nothing more heartbreaking.
Yeah. No, but kudos. But I can't lie to you though. Kudos to the man that did mine. First of all, he's not Nigerian. I think he's Spanish. He's a fashion designer that's based here in Spain, right? And I felt like he did an amazing job, like for somebody who's come from Spain. Yeah. And every single person that I've seen that commercial, they felt like that drip was crazy because it's just the red. It was the elegance. It was the whole whatever he did. It's not going to be like the typical Yoruba or the typical Nigerian one, because it's not a Nigerian who's done it. But I felt like he did well with the heart. Well, that's why when I was doing the behind the scene of the video, I said, he's made me look like Eddie Murphy from Coming to America, right? That's exactly the drip I was on that particular one. Everybody going on that red stuff. If you see us on that day, bro, I'm telling you that about 6 women nearly proposed to me. Like that was how crazy it was. Oh. It was that sweet. I was.
Well, Sarah, are we going to add that to the list of things we have to verify on KlintonCod? The long
Gary,
list,
we've run out of paper. There's too many things on that list. Do you have any more paper there, actually? Because we could use some.
No, we need to get some from the shops.
All right. Besides Ademola Lookman, though, the other nominees for Best African Player were Simon Adingra, Serhii Guirassy, Achraf Hakimi, and Ronwen Williams. Clinton, I'll start with you. I think Ademola Lookman was miles ahead of the other four. Not that the four are bad footballers, but he had such a brilliant season last season.
I mean, his season was so good that they didn't remember what others did. That's how good he was.
Okay, well, my question to you is, who do you think is the runner-up? Like, who's the second best out of these ones I named?
I'm telling you, it's very easy. It's William, right? And I'm telling you just for the sole reason that in a penalty shootout, my man had about 4. I can't remember. Gary, help me, right? He saved all of them, or he saved about 4 of them, 4 penalties.
I can't remember, but what I do know is that he has the ridiculous stat of saving 17 penalties in the time under review. 17.
That's what I'm saying.
Across all competitions.
Crazy. See, do you know? I remember so vividly, right, Sarah? I remember to the point where a few of us from Nigeria on Twitter, we said they need to investigate this guy for juju. I'm not. This one is not because I'm on the show. He saved the first one. We said, okay. I mean, every keeper could save first one. Save the second one. Save the third one. I think he saved 4 at least. And then we're like, hang on, who does that though?
Yeah.
I've never seen it happen before.
Yeah.
In the penalty
he had a brilliant year.
No, he
like,
did.
He was player of the year.
Yeah, he won
He
the
had a slew of things.
best keeper of the year. So I think,
No, that was phenomenal, man. Like, if it wasn't
even in his
Lookman,
league,
easily, I'll give it to him.
Gary, do you agree with that statement?
He could have been Yeah, I mean, Ronwen was bad this year. I mean, he was footballer of the season in the league. Do you know how crazy that is for a goalkeeper to be footballer of the season in a league? Like, I mean, come on, and in the South African league, and then in the regional league, like the COSAFA Cup as well, the Southern African, the Southern African Cup. He was the best goalkeeper in that region as well, in addition to being the best player. I mean,
at the end of the day, right? Some people said, oh, it was because the penalties were bad. Like the players that kicked, they were all rubbish penalties. Yeah, I understand that when people have not kicked the ball properly, the keeper is bound to save them. But they didn't just pass it to him. First of all, how do you know the direction of 4 or 5 penalties? I mean, there should be one. Even if you've miskicked or you've done something, the keeper should go to the wrong way at least once.
Yeah, he still has to dive.
Yeah, he has to dive. He has to do something. And these are professional footballers. These are players who play in England, they play in Europe. So
it's not one of your penalties.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time I would agree with you that yes, it's not from Clinton, the unprofessional, the professional footballer who didn't make it professionally. Like, come on, this is the. If Ademola Lookman didn't get it easily, I feel like he deserved it.
Can I just chip in, Sarah?
Yeah.
So
Always.
He won the African Football League, which is our equivalent of it's a new competition that was created, sort of like our Super League. Yeah, It's like a Super League, right? And he was the AFL best goalkeeper. Obviously, he came third in the AFCON. He was the AFCON best goalkeeper. He won the local league title, the PSL in South Africa. He was the PSL Footballer of the Season. Then he won the Goalkeeper of the Season in that league as well. Then he won the COSAFA, which is the Regional Men's Goalkeeper of the Year. Remember also, he was a Yassine Trophy nominee, but for Ballon d'Or. Then CAF Men's Goalkeeper of the Year, which he won obviously yesterday. And Interclub Player of the Year, which is the best club goalkeeper on the continent. 49 clean sheets in the year under review. 49 clean sheets and 17 penalties saved. I mean,
come on, man.
Come on, ridiculous.
Come on, man. Like, wait, hang on. Why is he
never
not in any top
produce
club in Europe, though?
I mean, this question is a question that we've asked about South African players for decades, and it will take some time. I mean, even before Ronwen Williams, they had Tunaman Kune.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who arguably was better than Ronwen Williams, but it's always an agent's thing and it's a whole, but yeah, Alex, you were saying, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, he did spend some time at Tottenham Hotspur's academy.
Oh, yeah?
But that he never got a first-team appearance.
Wow. Yeah. No, because we can count at least 15 goalkeepers that he could easily bench in the Premier League, right?
Andre,
Premier League, La Liga.
He set yourself up.
He walked right into that one, my friend.
No, 100% easy, man. Come on, definitely. I would definitely take that one.
And one anomaly as well yesterday was that you might have seen it. If it had come to mind, I would have told the producers and would have pulled it up. The CAF Best 11. Williams was not the best goalkeeper.
It was Onana.
Was the best
goalkeeper. We know. We had a conversation
Gary,
here yesterday.
Talk about this? What's going on with that? Because that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But then Alex mentioned it's based on votes. So this is why?
So the same people who voted the Player of the Year, blah, 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 are not the same who votes the Best 11. That is voted by 4. That is voted for by FIFPro Africa. So like the official organization, and most of the FIFPro Africa players, they don't have the faintest idea what goes on.
So we can't be blaming you for this one.
No, not the journalist. So this is voted for. Like, I think the Ballon d'Or, the FIFA the best also is by the FIFA, and we always have these weird things like the person who wins the best goalkeeper does not make it into the team, the best striker does not make it into the team, and you see names like Sofiane Amrabat in there. What is he doing there?
No be juju be that.
Yeah, and it is quite clear that a lot of these lists, by the FIFA players, when they see it in their email or whatever, they just look at the name and go like, KlintonCod. Yeah, this guy is good. Then they give it, rather than what Clinton has done, or otherwise, there are players who have done remarkably, like in CAF qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers, the African Champions League, and probably so-called smaller leagues and so on. And they will not make it there. But yeah, there you go. You had Amrabat, you had Onana. Some even said that what is Mohamed Salah doing in that list? But yeah, there we go.
Wait. I like the fact that you ended. No. You can't run away from this one. Wait. Hold up. Wait.
That's why I said some said.
Look at this criminal.
What's
EFCC need to find you, man.
Some.
No.
Does that mean 3 people?
And I'm probably one of them, right?
Yeah.
What is Mo Salah doing there?
As a striker, because arguably, if you look at, for example, the African Champions League, but then again, Mo Salah, at the level at which he has done it this year, and the consistency and the numbers, it's difficult to look past him. So there we go.
But hang on, though. Let's imagine that Victor Boniface made it because of his performance, because he believed that his performance should have been worth him getting nominated as well, right? Which everybody's kind of like, hang on, wait, what happened? Like, what really went on? Is it because he doesn't perform for this? This is what people think. They say you don't do it for the Super Eagles, but yeah, for club you're very good. But let's imagine that he was there, right? And Lookman does not get it. And is between now, we then discuss who gets here at this point. So between, what's it called, Williams and Boniface, who would you have thought would have gotten it? I'll start with Gary.
Williams again, because he did it for club and national team. He was consistent for both.
But when you talk about club, at some point, at what point do we draw the line to say, okay, because obviously this is South African league, just the same way people don't really, we don't really rate the. Which is wrong,
but
though.
His club went on to win things on the continental, not just in the league, on the continental level as well.
Right. Fair enough.
So there's that. Yeah. So he did it for his national team, got them to third, best goalkeeper, one best goalkeeper in his local league, best goalkeeper in the continental. So it's pretty difficult. Whereas Boniface did it for only his club, and did, unfortunately, because of injury, nothing for the national team. So
honestly, I think.
But what I think, sorry, Clinton, before I forget, people, the one thing that needs to improve in years going is that, like Ballon d'Or, FIFA the best, they list the player and they give you the criteria, like they list what he has done, and nobody is in doubt. Yeah. So for something like Boniface, like it should have been listed. Lookman listed, this that, and then we are aware. So this year has been one of the better years where nobody was in doubt that maybe Barbara Banda should have won Women's Player of the Year. But in some years, it can be so close that you literally need to look and you need help distinguishing, because you're looking at this person, and you have to be sure that, no, hang on. Rodri did this for his club, but he didn't do it for his national team. Carvajal did it for both club and national team. So you have to see it for even the fans to be to know that to be convinced that this is what is happening. So I think that is what should happen next year as well. Just my opinion. Yeah.
I really hope Victor Boniface just do something for Nigeria. Obviously, we know with his club he's never they don't doubt him for Bayer Leverkusen. So long as he's not injured, he would always find a way. It's just that Super Eagles part that, and if you really think about it, I don't think that is just him. I think it's a Super Eagles problem. When people say, but you always goes for this. No, I'm like, no, this is not. It's almost like what we were speaking about Manchester United earlier, yesterday. I said, when we watch the Super Eagles, we feel like these guys perform way better when they play for their clubs, and then they come back home and there's something that still doesn't really click amongst them. And I feel like it's not like the players are bad, but there's, they just need activation. They just need somebody who's able to activate that, putting them together to perform. Because like I said, Nigerian, we have everything. If we have 2 Nigerians taking it consecutively, and we are even talking about a Nigerian who should have been nominated, is to tell you how good the squads are. Like when you look at the Nigerians playing all over Europe, everybody's literally performing to a very high standard. But I just hope that, if these guys come together again, Victor Boniface especially, he's the one I believe has very huge potential, and I'm hoping everything he does with his club is able to reciprocate it down to that national level, and hopefully it could get him that award of being Africa's best.
Clinton, I know we have to move on. I know we have to move on, Clinton. 2 things. First one, two things. Nigeria has now overtaken Ghana for the number of African Player of the Year won, and that's a big problem.
And Côte d'Ivoire, no?
Yeah, but I'm concerned about Ghana for obvious reasons. So, and the worrying thing for us Ghanaians is that, guess what? Just like when we won our first AFCON, Cameroon had not won one, but they have more AFCONs than we do. When our first African Player of the Year award went to Abedi Pele, Nigeria did not even have one. Now they have more than we do.
It's to tell you how the Ghana football team have really declined. That Black Stars, things have
declined
really
over
gone bad. Yeah.
Individually and collectively. And then the second one, which I'm not even capping, is that, you know what, Clinton? Do you recognize that the African Footballer of the Year 2024, the only person in the entire continent who has had an exclusive with him to get his thoughts is KlintonCod of Nigeria? Do you know that?
Let's go.
Wait, hold on. Can you repeat that one again? So, Gary, say it again.
I've said it. You are lucky I've said it once. I don't talk twice. Now, seriously though, secondly, since we are talking about awards, if you look at Clinton's body of work in terms of the big interviews he's done over the past couple of months, it's the sort of portfolio, and Alex, back me up here, Sarah, back me up here, that he could put in for literally Journalist of the Year somewhere. I'm not even joking. Because of the scope, obviously journalism involves doing like groundwork, getting stories, but in certain categories, in certain countries, they have like Journalist of the Year for Scoop of the Year and stuff like that. And some of your interviews have been quite, you know what I'm saying? Because you've got Jules Kounde, and I'm not even flattering you here. Don't.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm trying to wait. Where's my hanky? Because I'm already sweating, man. Sorry, but go on, Gary. Go on.
So you got Jules Kounde, and they've all given you like quotable quotes and really, really good sound bites that have gone round worldwide. I saw like the Lookman interview, the bit where he spoke about, I think the one that touched people was where he spoke about the fact that when he chose to play for the Nigerian national team, his life changed for the better. I mean, that was really, 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 really nice, a nice thing to say. Because for all these Nigerian players who feel like leaving their, is it host or home countries? Yes, their host countries to come down to their home countries is a step down because they are not chosen. Like, this was real validation. And he literally said, everything I've touched since I started playing for the Nigerian national team has turned to gold. All those quotes were they were on all the major networks, and like I'm like, Clinton is our real MVP, man. So big ups, man. Yo.
No, Gary, I really appreciate that, man. This is a very big encouragement for myself, especially coming from somebody like you who has been in this for years. This is your profession. This has never been me. I'm just that young man who does skits, wearing wigs and bra, and all of this rubbish. And all of a sudden I'm now rolling with the big boys as usual. You know, I mean, rolling with the professionals. Sara, you know, Alex, these are, you know, all of you. It's a very huge privilege to be among you guys. And I'm doing. Wait, what? Am I praising myself on the football? Okay, no. But it's a very.
You are giving vote of thanks.
Yeah. It's vote of thanks to you guys, because at the end of the day, it's through the help of, you know, what I've learned from all of you. The Ademola Lookman interview, Sara did help me put a couple of questions together, which I really say very big thanks to her for. Alex had his own input as well, correcting, you know, a few things. So, you know, it's not a thing of me just going there to do what I did, but it's a whole preparation that went into it before going. Yes, the whole teamwork, you see. So now, thank you, man. It's very good to hear this. Jesus Christ, man. I feel really flattered.
No, it's all right, Clinton.
Gary.
This is your quota. This is your quota of me praising you for 2025. We are done.
Perfect. Wrap it up now.
So I better enjoy it for like a whole year right now.
That's it. That's it. Man. All right, well, we have to say another congratulations to Ademola Lookman. But from one Nigerian to another, let's talk about Victor Osimhen and Galatasaray, and who better to welcome back into the show after what feels like ages, Darren Tunaman of HD Sport in Istanbul. Welcome back to the Sporty Show, Darren. A pleasure to see you.
Ooh la la, this is a surprise.
Hello, guys.
For me, man. Jesus Christ, wait, you guys didn't tell me that we are... Wait!
Check the rundown.
If you'd have been listening to us at any of the last 4 hours, you would have known.
Nah, it's good to see you, man. I love your headphones. How much
Hello,
are you
guys.
selling it?
For you, I'm giving it for free.
Oh, damn, man. No, wait, why am I getting all this love? Why am I getting all this love? Gee, bro. Hey, there enough. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm telling you,
yeah, I'll send you my address.
Your 2025 good luck is what you're spending today, my brother.
Nah, good to see you, man.
All right, Darren, let's talk.
Good to see you guys as well.
Galatasaray, Victor Osimhen. A lot of rumors circulating right now on whether or not the Nigerian will still be at the club come January, with the likes of Manchester United, Juventus, PSG, and maybe even Chelsea interested. What can you tell us from being over there? What have you heard? What do you suppose is going to happen in about a month's time?
So to start with, first of all, Victor Osimhen is loved so much here in Istanbul right now. The Galatasaray fans absolutely adore him, and his performances keep going always high, always up, and he's always scoring goals. And let me tell you his statistics before I state his situation. He scored 7 goals in 10 games in the Turkish league, and he has 3 assists. And also in the Europa League, he has 3 goals in 4 games with 2 assists. And currently, his team, Galatasaray, is unbeaten both in the league and both in the Europa League. And about his contract, so when they first signed him, when first Galatasaray signed him, they added an exit clause for the January if he wants to leave the club, so he can get transferred to another club, as you said, maybe Manchester United, Chelsea, or any other team. But after journalists repeatedly asked him about the situation of his contract and if he wanted to stay in Galatasaray, he himself repeatedly stated that he loves to be in here and he loves the affection from the fans, the atmosphere, the passion for football in Turkey, and he's going to stay in the second half of the season as well. So it's safe to say that even though he's on loan here, he's not leaving and he's staying for the whole year, for the whole season.
Wow. That is news to us over here on this side of the world. Clinton, what's your immediate reaction when you hear that Victor Osimhen wants to stay in Turkey and finish his term basically at Gala?
I mean, there are 2 feelings for me. The first one is the fact that, well, I'm happy for him for the fact that he's happy with he's happy with his environment. He's happy with where he is. I mean, he's like, we've just read his statistics and it's crazy. Mm-hmm. You know, for somebody who went through everything he had to go through between Chelsea, Saudi Arabia, Napoli, and being there, I'll be very sincere with you. A lot of people probably expected him to fail. Right, you know, his first 2 games, the goals were not coming, and there was one that everybody thought that was his first goal, and then they said no, it wasn't his goal, and all of these things were kind of like happening to these are the kind of things that kind of like bring the mental state of players and it start making them mess up. But somehow he was able to pull through. And right now, his team is unbeaten, both in the Europa League and even in the Turkish League. So it's something that, now, if I was Osimhen, fact is, I would feel like this is home already. The fans that love him, we've seen all the games. We've seen how the stadium is like crazy for Osimhen. This is somebody who has not played in the league before. He's played in Napoli. He's just come into this league and he's doing all these exploits. There's no way people are not going to love him. Now, the question is, when you see this kind of love, what would you do? Would you want to just throw this love away within a period of 3-4 months? No, you would think about getting more of this kind of love. You are not comfortable. The thing is happening for you. And why not? Now, the other side of my feeling is, okay, I would have loved him to play in the Premier League. This is me. This is just a personal one, right? I would have loved to see him, maybe as a Manchester United fan who believe we deserve somebody like Osimhen, right? I would love to see him perform for the club. Make me proud, right? Make me happy. I want to watch Manchester United again just to see Osimhen being the guy, the guy of the moment. I believe he would get into Manchester United and bench Rasmus Højlund. Yes, Rasmus Højlund is performing exceptionally right now as we speak, but I would still start on Osimhen over Rasmus Højlund, right? There are so many qualities we can give to Osimhen that I believe Rasmus Højlund does not have, right? I'm not trying to say he's not a good player. He's excellent as we speak. His first couple of months or, with Manchester United has not been bright. But since Amorim, there's just something that has just changed with Rasmus Højlund. But it still doesn't mean I will not start Osimhen. Now, again, it's not just Manchester United. It's the Premier League as a whole. I believe that the Premier League there's this blessing that Osimhen there's this lighting up I feel he would bring to that Premier League, right? Remember when they were rumored, or not rumored, when they were having this whole Chelsea, whatever was going on. Remember I always said to you guys on the show, I wanted to see the head-to-head between Osimhen and Haaland. Listen, you don't understand how much I've dreamt. I just want to see whatever club he's playing against Manchester City, especially now. Now that everybody seems to be humbling them proper. Hey! Imagine Osimhen there. So yeah, like I said, it's two part of it. And whatever Osimhen has chosen, I believe he's making the best decision.
Alex, how do you feel about that? Obviously, Clinton makes some good points there. Unbeaten in the Super League, but you have an option to go to the Premier League right now in the likes of a Manchester United who does have a new coach. We don't know where that's going to go. I don't know if Chelsea would really be the right place. I don't know if Chelsea can afford that right now. They might have to offload a little bit, but
I also don't think Chelsea need him.
Absolutely,
yes.
But Chelsea also were spending in the summer like they needed everyone, so who knows? They could do it again. But the point is, let's focus on Manchester United. Obviously, a team with a little bit of turmoil around it right now, but it's still a team in the Premier League. If you're Osimhen, do you say it's absolutely been a pleasure, Galatasaray, and I've done well and I've enjoyed every minute, but I'm going to the Prem?
It's a tough one. Obviously,
I know what he wants to say inside, but I know he won't say it properly out here.
I think, for any player, if a club like Manchester United comes along and says, we want to buy you, it's tempting. They're one of the biggest clubs in world football, and he would obviously be looking at that and thinking, I could absolutely kill it in the Premier League. But I also think if he stays at Galatasaray, like Darren said, continues to score goals, his value skyrockets even more come the summer. And, who knows, Manchester United, yes, they beat City, but there's still a lot of problems at Manchester United. Come the end of the season, if they're finishing 10th or 11th, they're going to want to pay him a lot more money because they're going to realise, by God, we need him. So I don't think it's a case of he decides January or it doesn't happen. I think he can wait out Manchester United, and in the summer he'll get paid a lot more. I know that's not what it's all about, but why not keep on smashing it in the Turkish league for Galatasaray? Maybe even win a European competition. Who knows? Beat Manchester United along the way.
Get out, Alex. I've told you that one day we'll fight on this show, and the way I'm seeing it is going to happen before the year ends.
Darren, do you think that there's an option that Victor Osimhen would end up staying at Galatasaray if, let's say, he reaches, he's at 10 goals, like you mentioned. What if he gets to 20? What if they win the league, the Super League, and they make, let's say, a brilliant run in the Europa League? Maybe they don't win it, but what even semifinals? I mean, I know Galatasaray fans would be pleased with that. Is there a chance with the two, with Galatasaray and Victor Osimhen both agreeing, I'm super happy here and I'm performing, and they want to keep him, obviously. Do you see that at all? Do you see a slight glimmer, maybe?
I see a slight chance that this is happening, but as Clinton said, the fans in Turkish league has a tendency to show love when a player comes here and shows his aggression, shows his compassion to fight on the pitch for them. And when the fans see this, when the player fights for the club, they give him like the entire love. And when the player receives that, he start loving the club. And as I stated, he always steps up for the big games. Against Tottenham, he scored a brace. Against Fenerbahce in the most crucial derby of the league, he did a wonderful assist to Dries Mertens. And also against Beşiktaş, he scored a goal. So he's a player that fans would love to see in Turkey. But we should also look at this in a financial way, because he has a release clause which is 75 million euros. And for a Turkish team, it is quite hard to afford that value. I mean, 75 million euro is a huge money, because let me tell you that the record-breaking fee that the Turkish club has paid for a transfer is 20 million euros.
Damn!
So there's a huge difference between 20 and 75 million euros. Galatasaray is they are right now searching for a sponsor to help them in this transfer, because the board wants to keep
Yeah,
him.
come on, man. No, Galatasaray, you need to... No, wait.
Sponsor.
Did you just tell me that they're looking for a sponsor and I'm here? Come on, man. Listen, they just need... I mean, gladly, by God's grace, I might be in a conversation with Osimhen. I might be able to pay that one for him, man. If he feels happy with Galatasaray, let him speak to me, man. Let's work on... Fam, it's just to get on my bank app, man. It's not hard. I use entry. I don't need to walk into the bank. Oh, come on.
That would be amazing.
Man. You just made Darren's day.
Right now,
look at me trying
right
to.
Now, he loves to be here.
Look at me trying to pay 75 million, and I'm trying to beg him for his 500 euros headphones.
Gary, if you're Victor Osimhen, what do you do? If you are him and you're in his shoes, where do you think you would fit in the best?
Right now, I stay at Gala. I know I'm going to make the numbers, see what happens in the next 8 months to the summer break, and take it from there. Absolutely, I'm happy. I feel loved. I have peace of mind. There isn't too much pressure. I'm coming from this psychologically traumatizing environment that I had in Napoli. I know in my skin, and Victor knows, and we all know Victor knows, that he is good enough for a top 5 European League team. He knows
definitely.
We know it.
He is, definitely.
He is. So just finish, go on this brilliant run as it's seeming in the league and in Europa, and see where it goes from there. I absolutely will do that. Because at the moment, Manchester United experiment is too volatile to join mid-season. There are too many moving parts in that ship. In the last 48 hours, we are hearing about Marcus Rashford and the coach saying that he probably has to leave because of disciplinary issues. You don't want to be in all that at the moment.
Yeah.
You should just stay, banging the goals, be happy, and allow the zeros to come, be added into his value nicely. Put Galatasaray in a very good position to look for more sponsors, whatever. If Napoli are unwilling, they sell to an English or a top Spanish team or something. Gala are happy, he gets the love. And then, that's what I do. I hope so.
Exactly.
No,
Also, like Alex stated.
Sorry,
as Alex stated, I mean, as Alex stated, he has 2 goals right now. First one is to win the Turkish league. And I mean, if they win, it's going to be the 3rd Turkish league win in consecutive ways. And also to win the Europa League, hopefully. But it is a quite hard path. Or I can say that they can go as far as they can in the Europa League, maybe like a semi-final or something. And after that, who knows what will happen. But I can assure you of one thing, and it's that the board of Galatasaray will do everything in their power to get him in a permanent deal. I don't know what Osimhen wants or what he will want after the summer. Only time will tell, because we don't know what he will achieve here yet. But I would love him to stay here in the Turkish league.
I mean, who would not want him to stay in there? Look at. Now, I mean, obviously, you are part of the people in Turkey, and I'm not surprised. I don't think with his performance anybody will want him to go. But like we said, it's just up to him, the agents, Napoli as well, and whatever happens, I'm just hoping that they make the right decision and not get him to a path where it's going to maybe end up becoming some kind of decline. And I don't know. I was hearing a rumor about Napoli and Lukaku, though. I don't know. I've not really gone through to look at Lukaku's numbers there, but there was something about him not being the man. It's not really. It's not. he's not been performing as the guy they felt he was going to be after getting Osimhen to leave. I'm not too sure of that, but
he's probably, when we think of Lukaku, for me especially, I think of his time at Inter Milan and think, that the Italian league is where he really excels. He's been at Chelsea and Man United.
Definitely.
Not really had the success that he perhaps would have wanted. He's only scored 6 goals in 16 games so far this season. Yes, Napoli are challenging for the Serie A title, but I think for him...
Bro, 6 goals in 16 games though, fam. I would do better than that though. Are you mad? Fam, what do you mean?
Add that to the list, Gary.
No, it's not something you want to add. It's fact. And if I was in Syria, right? The only person I think would do better than me now is Ademola Lookman.
Well, Moise Kean, Marcus Thuram, and Matteo Retegui are all doing better than Ademola Lookman.
Right, okay. Yeah. Let's.
There we go.
Also,
Yeah,
Darren, I had a question. Darren?
Come in.
Yeah, sure.
I don't follow the Turkish league as much as I ought. In my mind, apart from Jose Mourinho, who is the poster person for the league right now in terms of how big he is, where does Osimhen stand in terms of being the poster boy for the league? Is there anybody bigger than him right now as the face of the league, apart from Jose Mourinho?
Bigger than Osimhen? No, I don't think so. He's the biggest face of the league right now.
Hang on. Wait.
There we go.
What about
There we go.
I mean, I'm not surprised. At the end of the day, I personally would agree with that. Yeah, but what's the name of Oh my God, I always do this. But the guy, he plays on the same club with Osimhen and he's injured
Dries
currently.
Mertens?
No.
Mauro Icardi?
Icardi, that's the one.
Icardi.
Oh wait, are we?
Icardi.
I mean, because I remember when Osimhen first went to Galatasaray, right? He had to give Icardi the props. He said, "It's a pleasure playing with such a legend," right? So my question there is like, is Icardi not seen as that guy too?
I think more, correct me if I'm wrong, Darren, but I think Osimhen, being the age he is at, Icardi's 31. Yes, he's still playing really good football, but I think Osimhen is the next star boy. He's the one for the future, if you know what I mean.
That's true.
I think also Mauro
Yeah, that's
Icardi
true.
has a little bit of a tainted reputation with some of his off the pitch kind of drama that comes with him, that it wouldn't surprise me at all that it's obviously Victor Osimhen. Darren, can I ask you, there are rumors about Paulo Dybala coming to Galatasaray. What do you know about? What do you know about this man? Hey.
I just saw it today. As far as I'm concerned, one board member of the Galatasaray stated that they are interested in few other players, but Dybala is actually also one of them. There is no official news or proof of agreement right now, but all I can say is that Dybala is keen to join Galatasaray, as far as from what I heard, and Galatasaray wants to sign him. So we're going to see what happens in the January transfer window. But I believe it would be a good addition, because when you have a player like Victor Osimhen, you also need other players that can pass him, that will have a chemistry with him. And that's the only way you can compete in the Europa League. That's the only way you can have a chance of winning the league.
Definitely.
I mean, I think it's a good shout for Dybala because, listen, you have Dybala, who is 28?
31.
31,
yeah.
Fam, do you not look at Dybala's face though? Fam, that guy looks like...
young. He looks young.
What do you mean he looks young? That guy looks like who's had an accident. What do you mean? He looks...
Picture this.
Sorry?
You're in Rome, you're playing...
No, I mean, okay, no.
Well, that's what I was going to go and say.
No, I was just saying, you're playing for Rome. Rome are struggling.
12th.
Yes, Claudio Ranieri's come in and, there's a new hope around the club. But imagine going to a club like Galatasaray, you play with Osimhen, you have a chance, more than 50%. They're probably the favourites to go on and win the Super League. You have a good chance of going far in the Europa League. You do that, you stay there for a year or two. Who knows, your stock rises even further. I know he's not getting any younger, but imagine for your career as well at that point to go to a club like Galatasaray, who are still one of the biggest clubs in Europe in terms of stature and history. And I think the opportunity to play European football is one that you always want to play. And if they win the Europa League or if they get far, they could go back into the Champions League. So. Yeah, I think it feels like a good move for Dybala, especially given the situation at Roma at the moment.
I think so too, and I think it's because, listen, 31, I didn't realize, but you're never going to be that guy at Argentina. That's been proven. Your national team, it's not going to happen. Roma, 12th, like you said, probably not going to be in contention for European football. So why not go just to continue your footballing career? Play with one of the best, play with Victor Osimhen and see where it goes. I don't know if his stock will rise. When you said, I'm really not sure. I think the biggest thing for him is he's so adjusted to the Serie A and Italian-style football, coming from Palermo, coming from Juve before this. It's a change, obviously, Darren, right? Like, the Super League is very aggressive and a different pace, for sure. But I think for Gala and for Dybala, it could be beneficial for both of them. I don't see Dybala going, to like a better club in the Serie A right now or in the top 5.
Yeah, no, I think I agree. I will share the same opinion, honestly.
Thank God for once.
No, I agree. I definitely agree.
Feeling all right, mate.
Darren, before we let you go, can I get your dreams and your predictions, maybe, of what you expect of Osimhen this season and Galatasaray? I said 10 goals before. I meant 7 in 10 games, and then the 3 in the Europa. How many goals do you think Osimhen will finish with this season? Are Gala going to win the league? And where do you see them getting to in the Europa League?
So first of all, I expect Osimhen to score at least 25 goals in total in the end of the league because he had a late start. He was injured, and then also last week he got injured again, but right now he recovered. Even though he didn't start the last game, he's going to surely start the next game. And I also expect him to be the top scorer of the league when the league finishes. And I expect Galatasaray to win the league. Right now they're heading with 6 points in the first place. Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce is second place, 6 points behind Galatasaray. And also in the Europa League, it's going to be quite tough because you have very strong opponents, teams like Bilbao, teams like Olympique Lyon, and more others. So, and also Manchester United.
It's because Galatasaray are above Manchester United in the Europa League right now. I don't care if it's on goal differential.
Bro, listen. Just keep your headphones, man. Keep your headphones, man.
I'm joking. I'm expecting like a quarterfinal. Maybe if they get like a lucky draw, it can be a semi-final, but we'll see how it goes. It depends also in the January transfer window because if they want to fight for the title, they're going to need some additional transfers to the team. But I'm hoping it would be the best for Osimhen and hoping the best for him. I hope he stays at Galatasaray even in the next season, but it's up to him. It's his decision, and we respect whatever he chooses. We're just enjoying the time we have with him.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
I mean, I love that last statement. Literally, that's what a wise man should say. Enjoy the time whilst it lasts before it expires.
All right.
Exactly.
Darren, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure, and your insight is always very, very interesting. We hope to talk with you soon, maybe about Osimhen, maybe not.
Yeah,
but
of course.
We will speak soon. Enjoy the football and enjoy your holidays.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, guys.
See you soon again.
Thank you. See you all.
All right, guys, let's move along because Mykhailo Mudryk has been...
Alex, please, I want you to say that stuff you said.
What stuff?
No.
I don't know what you're on about.
Well, let me just say, Mykhailo Mudryk has a preliminary ban on him right now for doping. There were substances that he was tested positive for. He came out and said allegedly that he doesn't know anything about this. He's never taken any substance that wasn't within the rights. Clinton...
It was maybe he thinks he was, having some kind of energy drink. Who knows?
You wanted to say that phrase that you found.
No. It was. I didn't say it the way Alex said it better. Alex, please.
I have no idea what you're on.
Alex, stop! Come on, man. I know it's from your club, but just say it. Just say. Alex, say it.
No, I can't. No.
Alex, you know right now I'm a top journalist. You know that, right? I'm trying to advise you on how to get to my level. Alex, say it.
He's taking performance enhancing drugs, but he's not having an enhancing performance on the pitch. Something along those lines. I'm sorry. I was just trying. It was.
No, but wait. You mean all this while he's been running 200-meter race on that pitch within 30 seconds? So you mean that was not natural? Hey! Oh boy.
Gary.
He's been taking meldonium, however you pronounce it, which treats lack of blood flow in the body. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert. I'm not sure, if it's more just a case of recovery in terms of, muscles injuries and getting the muscles better, but treating a lack of blood flow, it feels more like a recovery thing that you would take if, obviously this is a case of, he's another substance that he's being tested for, I believe, substance B, as they're calling it. So it's a weird one, to be honest, because he hasn't been playing regularly for Chelsea, and when he does play, he hasn't been playing very well. He's been disappointing. Yeah. What was he, 60-odd million pounds?
Can I ask a question, though? And obviously this for you guys who pretty much are the professionals when it comes to this kind of topic. Gary, Alex, Sarah, how do they just randomly be like, you know what, wait, we want to test one player. Come here, let's
You have to go through testing, like, constantly. They'll just be like, you need to...
They do have random ones. So, like, after a game, if you score 2 or 3 goals...
Yeah, I've heard this, yeah. But I mean, come on, but Mudryk doesn't do anything in any game. So that's why I'm...
No, but they do also do regular testing to all players in the Premier League so that, they don't just do it randomly. They have regular testing for players, and it means that,
So if they do regular testing, right? Why would a player knowing that I would do regular testing and go take some kind, or is it like he was ignorant of whatever it is he was going to do?
I mean, like he said, he's never knowingly taken a banned substance. So perhaps what has happened is maybe a doctor, I wouldn't imagine it was someone at the club, maybe a doctor that he's seen privately has gone, this is good for your, to help your muscles recover and good for your blood flow, and he's taken it and it had meldonium in it. Or perhaps there's been, something along those lines. Because no footballer is stupid enough to take something that they know that they're going to get tested for and then get banned. So I would imagine it was something along those lines where someone's gone, this is what you need to take to help with your recovery, and it contained that substance.
Or he has gone out one day, maybe because of who he is. He has gone to take somebody's girlfriend, and then they've given him something to drink, and then he slept, and they went to inject something in his body, and then they've gone to tell one doctor. I've seen this in a movie, though.
Allegedly.
I saw
in a movie.
No, but okay, no, but... No, but these things, most of this stuff that we see in movies, some of them are based on inspirations. These are not just fictional stuff. Like, because if he's saying he didn't know, I mean, there could have been. So like you said, no player would knowingly go knowing they know we are going to be checked, and then I'm going to go do some kind of maybe.
No.
I don't know.
It's happened before. That's all we can say about that. As this is going on, guys, the FIFA Best Awards are being announced as we speak, and Emiliano Martinez has now won 2 consecutive FIFA Best Keeper of the Year awards. He has also won 2 Yashin trophies in a row. He is the Copa America Best Goalkeeper in the world twice, and he's won the World Cup Best Goalkeeper once. Diego Martinez kind of making a run here for one of the maybe greatest keepers of all time with what he's won in the last...
Since the World Cup,
Since the World Cup. It's been 2 years. Yeah. But he's won the Yashin twice. He's won the FIFA Best twice, Copa America Best Keeper twice, and a World Cup. Like, this is an era for him, for sure.
When we were speaking about the best keepers the other day, I'm actually surprised that we didn't, his name didn't come into that conversation. We're just mentioning Alisson and blah, 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 blah. But we never actually mentioned Martinez. Like you just said, he's getting to the point where he's going to be regarded as one of the greatest goalkeepers that would have gone through football.
Gary, I heard you mumble.
Diego Martinez, well, what can one say? He's a really oddity because, I mean, you are not going to think of a West Ham goalkeeper in this era being one of the greatest in the world, which shows you...
West Ham.
And I'm sure FIFA will...
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, Gary.
Aston Villa. What do you call it? FIFA will tell you, this is the power of international football. This is the power of international football.
Sorry, Gary, I don't mean to interrupt. This is breaking news. Vinicius Jr. won the FIFA Best Player of the Year for 2024.
Hold on.
No, just pan it. Thank you. Go.
No.
I just need the reaction.
I mean, there's no reaction for me, man. I would have loved to ask, because listen, this is exactly what I asked during the whole Ballon d'Or conversation. I say, what are the criteria, right? And it's not like he doesn't deserve it. Vinicius, he did a lot. The fact that people are screaming that he deserved the Ballon d'Or, right? I shouldn't be surprised. He did exceptionally well, but we felt like there were people who also still deserved it, and he didn't just go Vinicius's way. And then I asked Gary on this show so many times, what are the criteria? And he did say, as a journalist, that this is, and then I said, okay, maybe this is what they considered before giving it to someone else. And if they are giving.
Wait, Gary, didn't you vote for this?
I did. I voted. So I knew this question would come, so I literally been pulling my phone to tell you the criteria before anybody crucifies me, because I know Ghanaians are going to ask. So I did. This is how I voted.
Wow, Gary's showing up. This is an exclusive right now.
Okay.
Vinicius number 1, Rodri number 2, and you have shafted Dani Carvajal.
Wow. Okay, Gary, just and based on your... Okay.
Wait. Sorry. The best men's coach, Ancelotti, got to bring it up.
Xabi Alonso.
And...
Lionel Messi?
Lionel
Scaloni. Scaloni for winning with Argentina.
Okay. Right.
And then for the goalkeepers.
Yes.
You've gone for...
Sorry, we can't see because it's just the ring light.
Lunens, Unai Simon, and Divo Martinez.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but Gary, let me just
So last one.
Okay.
Last one.
What is this for?
Oh, this is your name.
This is your name. Gary Asmith, Sporty TV. No. Sporty FM.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I voted. I voted Vinicius.
Okay, now Gary.
After all the slander on this show that you said, very interesting, Gary.
No, but Gary, I was literally just going to ask you.
Again, because of the criteria.
Yeah, that's what I want to find out.
Yeah, I hope I screenshotted it. But there was something different. And you see, that's why I said the CAF Awards, it will make sense, especially to all these captains and things. Look, they don't watch football as much as you expect them to, to have that. Because I remember 4 or 5 years ago, even in years when Ronaldo and Messi obviously did not have a good year in that particular year, you're going to have some captains voting Cristiano Ronaldo number 1, Messi number 2, when clearly they didn't have that kind of year, just because of the power of their name. And I think that FIFA put Messi in this one, which was a scandal anyway. They put his name there. I can't wait to see what percentage he got, and I'm going to question whoever voted Messi, because, why would you vote Messi?
What do you mean? Why would you not vote Messi, though? No, Gary, stop it. Gary, stop it. Gary, let me tell you what Messi has done in football. Messi has played enough to be able to win any Ballon d'Or.
He almost won the best African player last night.
Look, for real, Messi nearly won African Best Player last night. He was...
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you one thing.
Let me tell you one reason why. I'll tell you one reason why Ademola Lookman won it yesterday. It was only because he took a picture with me. And if you notice, anyone who has been in a picture with me, they've won something. Rodri was on the set with me. He won the Ballon d'Or.
I saw your tweet. I saw your tweet.
No, but for real. And then Ademola Lookman met me. I remember I didn't meet Ademola Lookman. He met me, right? And what's happened to him, right?
Oh, shut up.
Do we know why Real Madrid are playing Pachuca tomorrow in Qatar? Why it's in Qatar?
It's the Intercontinental World Cup, so I would imagine...
The location of the FIFA Best Awards this evening?
But no, I would imagine they would have chosen a location because it's, obviously the Asian teams that were trying to qualify it. Obviously South American teams, you had European teams.
But this award is also happening tonight in Doha.
Yeah. I mean...
Oh, the FIFA Best?
Yeah. Interesting, Gary.
No, I'm telling you guys something. Listen, in the next couple of, let's say in the next 10 years, right? A lot of sporting activities, right? They will literally be shifting into the UAE.
I mean, we're already seeing it.
Qatar World Cup?
Boxing in Saudi Arabia.
But no, exactly. No, that's what I'm heading at. So me saying it, I'm trying to say that there are even a lot more other sports that, exactly, golf, maybe basketball, F1. Exactly. Everything is literally going there. And it's to tell you how much this money is working for them. Somebody was literally saying the other day when they were, I saw this on Twitter, everything that seemed to be going to the UAE. And somebody said, wow, oil money is crazy. And then somebody said, hang on, what kind of oil do we have in Nigeria? Is it palm oil? Another person said, no, we have anointing oil.
You know what somebody also said? He said, problem money cannot solve? More money can solve
can solve it, of course. Yes, absolutely. No, for real though. Oh, man. They say
Wait,
what?
so sorry, Gary, did we get an actual rundown of what the criteria is for? Why did you vote for Vinicius Jr.? You can also just tell us that.
Primarily because he scored in the period and the review for the best. He scored in decisive finals in that period, and his closest competitor, for me, did not have individual performances that, were, what do you call it? Decisive, yes, in those competitions and in those games.
So Danny
than Rodri,
Carvajal's
for me.
goal in the Champions League final wasn't decisive? Oh, and he also scored in the Euros? First goal for Spain,
in the
I
Euros
believe.
final?
No, but the Champions League final. I mean, at least he scored. What did Vinny do for Brazil? Sit on the bench?
That's a good question.
I'm sorry, but the only reason I'm just saying the only reason Vinny was tainted last season was not because of his performance for Real Madrid, because we know he was top, he was doing everything, but then internationally was not able to do anything. And then you have somebody who did both.
But do you not think that is just probably some kind of... I know, yeah, they voted, but do you not think it's some kind of compensation, though? Like, they're just compensating the fact that, yeah, he didn't get the Ballon d'Or. And also, Gary, this award is just hard compared to the Ballon d'Or. Which one is more solid?
Oh, stop.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Did you hear what Gianni Infantino said?
Tell me.
He said, if you want to know the best player in the world, it should be determined by FIFA.
Well, so you see.
Oh, God.
So you see.
Oh, God.
So you see. So that's exactly the reason why I asked that question.
Yeah, but let's... No, I'm not going to say it. Thought about it? No, I'm not going to. All right. Well, that's it for us today, guys. Gary, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your exclusive. We got the Gary L. Smith exclusive here, FIFA Best Awards.
Yep.
We'll be back again tomorrow, guys. We have some Carabao Cup action, some La Liga action, so we got football to discuss. And congratulations once again to Ademola Lookman. Until tomorrow, guys, as always, enjoy the football.
Eh boy. Ge. Ade. Mola. Boom. Boo!
Gol.